Sorry about that one. Okay. I already talked about not liking being pregnant. Oh, we have names. I know for me that was a really interesting part of pregnancy, picking out the name. We decided to name, I'm having a girl, and we decided to name her Amaya Caitlin. Amaya, to make it really short, it means night rain. It's kind of like a sentimental thing to me and my husband. We used to listen to the rain on the roof in his room when we first met, and that was like back when I was in high school. So yeah, it's been about 10 or 11 year thing that's going on off and on with us. Her middle name is Caitlin. That is after my husband's mother, Kathy, and his aunt, Lynn, Caitlin. Just two of the most amazing women, just really awesome people, really cool, that I know she's going to be the best grandmother ever to my daughter. And his aunt as well too is just a really awesome, cool person to be around. Okay, so far in pregnancy, obviously you go to the doctor once a month. I'm soon about to start the every 2 week appointments. Throughout it's been pretty monotonous. You do the same thing every time. You go, they weigh you, you pee, they ask you how you're feeling, if you're taking your vitamins, whatnot. And if everything's cool, it's just pretty standard. It's really quick. You do get a quad test. I should have written this down. The quad test for several different things like spina bifida, Down syndrome, a few different birth defects, things like that. And basically the older you are, the bigger the chances that could be a problem. And I'm fairly young and this is my first child, so there's supposed to be a really low chance of anything being wrong. But when my results came back, I was dangerously close to a positive. It was still a negative, it was close to a positive. So she did send us to the hospital to have an ultrasound done before our scheduled one to make sure everything was okay. And they can't definitively tell you that everything's perfect with your baby. They can just tell you, basically, they said everything looks all right and that basically she had a 1 out of 350 chance of having Down syndrome or something like that. So the chances are pretty low, but it was kind of scary because we didn't know what really was going on. And I hate to say this, but my doctor isn't the most informative. She's kind of quick to run through things, and most of the time, any questions I have to come home and look up myself, basically. Oh yes, okay, so a couple things that I was going to say to you guys, anybody that watches this that can learn. There's this little thing you can get, because when you go to the doctor and you get to listen to your baby's heartbeat, it's amazing, it's really awesome, and it's like soothing, especially sometimes when you kind of hate being pregnant. It's kind of cool to hear that because it just makes you remember you have a baby and it's your little angel, basically. Anyways, okay, so they have this thing available. I got mine at Walmart. I'm sure they sell them other places. It's called Baby Sounds. Don't buy it, because it says, oh, go home, listen to your baby, blah, blah, blah. We're supposed to start being able to hear it like weeks ago, and I have as of yet to hear anything except my gastrointestinal sounds and my own heartbeat from this thing. So guys, if you see it, don't waste your money. And if somebody out there has one that works and mine is just like defective, will you let me know? And they don't let you return it. That's another bad thing. It's non-returnable to the store. Okay, and then another thing, one of the big questions that I've been struggling with for pregnancy is whether or not to get my baby vaccinated. Someone in my husband's family had like a bad bad experience with that, and I started doing some research. Everyone has their own opinions about it, and I think basically just doing your research and figuring out what's right for you is the best thing you can do. But I did find this book called The Vaccine Book, because instead of just being like either opposed to vaccines or for vaccines or whatever, it breaks down each and every individual vaccine that your child is supposed to get, and you can decide how you feel individually for each one. Because there are stories, certain vaccines like the MMR vaccine and things like that cause paralyzation or even death. But there's separate vaccines. So your baby is supposed to get 20 vaccinations in its first 18 months of life. This is really informative. So if you're kind of teeter-tottering on whether or not to get vaccinated, this is a good book to get. I'm sitting in the nursery. I hope this isn't going over 10 minutes. I'm sitting in the nursery. We just recently started it. We just got the furniture. I'll give you like a quick view of that in a second, and keep you updated. And the last thing was, like, I wanted to mention, I did measure a little bit big on my last appointment, and she said if I measured big again, which will be December 23rd is my next appointment, that I had to get another sonogram. I'm hoping that everything is okay. It could just mean the baby was laying funny, that I have extra fluid, that I'm retaining water. It could mean a lot of things. It's not so much the weight gain. I didn't start out a small girl, so I haven't put on a whole lot of weight. Like, I know I look chubby, but I was chubby before I got pregnant. So it's not that much, I guess, just my stomach area, because throughout so far the pregnancy, I've only gained about 10 pounds, actually a little bit less, because I got the flu at one point and couldn't eat for days and lost a few pounds. So anyway, hopefully somebody will get some entertainment out of this, and if not, I'll have these videos to look back and remember the experience of being pregnant. So if there's any time left, I'm going to give a quick little view of the nursery, because it's really basic, and then afterwards when it's finished you guys can see it, and should be pretty awesome. Alright, nice to meet you! Okay, cool. Well, there's my little chair that you just saw me at. But anyway, I attempted to do these little clouds in the walls. My mom says that clouds and sky and stuff is kind of boyish, but I'm not the girliest person in the world, so I guess I'm going against the grain. I don't know. But my parents just got us the baby furniture, and we're so excited to get the crib and the changing table, and that's where I'm gonna change my little baby's dirty butt. But I am planning on, there's gonna be a Tinkerbell on this wall, you know, make it a little girly, and we're gonna put, I don't know, something cute and something cute up there or whatever. And I ordered her bedding, should be coming soon, it's like dragonflies and stuff, and a mobile, and we'll see that. And the room is kind of small, but oh, this is her little beginning of her wardrobe. This is so far what Oma, which means grandma in German. That's what my husband's mom wants to be called. Oma. She's gotten us a bunch of those, and family friends, and we picked up one, I think, and that's just her stuff so far. But oh, and on this wall, I think we're gonna put her little Tinkerbell growth chart so I can see her growing and whatnot. Okay, basically that's it, and signing off for now.